to take a moment to introduce ourselves. We have Tim Adair. He is our Chief Product Officer, joining us with Alicia Tapia. She is a Senior Technology Strategist from Microsoft. Tim, I'd love to hand it over to you to give a quick introduction.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Great to be here and to connect with you. We're really excited about our partnership with Microsoft, and we've got some great content and some new innovations to share with you. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Tim. And Alicia, I'd love to hand it over to you for a second to say hello.
Thanks, Michelle. Thanks. And thanks for everyone for joining us here today. I'm Alicia Tapia. I'm part of the Digital Natives team here at Microsoft, where we focus on helping organizations to accelerate their innovation and adopt new technologies. It is really exciting, as Michelle is mentioning. This is exciting time for artificial intelligence, as it is transforming every industry, including governance. And today we are here in this chat to explore how responsible AI adoption and robust security practices can empower your boardroom to make smarter decisions. I am very thrilled to be co-hosting this session with Tim from OnBoard, and we cannot wait to dive into conversations. Back to you, Michelle.
Awesome. Thank you, Alicia. And finally, my name is Michelle Enfield. I am the Manager of Product Marketing here at OnBoard, and I'm going to be the moderator for this session. So I would love to bounce it back over to you, Alicia, to talk briefly about the partnership between OnBoard and Microsoft.
Absolutely, Michelle. We are excited about this partnership with OnBoard, as really it brings together the best of both companies, and together with the strengths of both organizations, we were going to be revolutionizing governance for modern boards. By leveraging AI, Microsoft AI cloud capabilities, OnBoard can enhance decision makings, improve operational efficiency, and ensure security at the highest levels. We have identified three main areas where this partnership might be relevant for you as board members. The first one, delivering better data-driven insights, right? Through this partnership, board members gain access to tools like Azure OpenAI, predictive analytics, and automated workflows to transform how boards operate, enabling them with data-backed decisions at their fingertips. The second one, innovation at scale. OnBoard's commitment to innovation combined with Microsoft AI advancements empowers boards to navigate the complex challenges that you all are aware of. From meeting automation, right, to using AI for strategic risk management. And the third one is, of course, security and compliance that we will cover. This topic is getting more importance every day, as governance requires really the highest level of security. Microsoft Trusted Cloud ensures that OnBoard's platform protects sensitive data, meeting global compliance standards, and also helping with minimizing risk. So together, we're not just optimizing boardroom productivity, but we're also enabling more ethical and responsible governance.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Alicia. Okay, so we'd love to take a quick look at today's agenda. We'll be diving into responsible AI adoption, the importance of security, and then we'll be talking about transforming governance, and then we'll go into some of our latest innovations. And next, we would love to do a quick polling question. We are curious about what your biggest concern is regarding AI adoption in the boardroom. So if you all could just give this a quick moment's thought and fill in your answers here, that would be amazing. It's really fun to see these roll in here. Just give it a minute for you all to get your answers in. All right, well, it looks like we have a clear leader with data security and privacy at 64%. The others have a healthy amount as well, but yes, I'd say that you are definitely in the right place. We will be diving into this in more depth, and my hope is that you'll leave this session feeling a bit more informed and ready to tackle all of these challenges. Let's see here. Okay. So, Alicia, I would love to hand it over to you. Oh, and there are the results. I think you all are probably seeing that now, just for your own information. All right. Alicia, I'll hand it over to you to take us through your content.
Thank you. Thanks, Michelle. Can we move to the next slide? I want to just cover that. I mean, AI is no longer a thing of the future. We all know, we've been hearing about it for the past probably 5 years, right? It's here and it's transforming how we operate across every industry. I believe even in Microsoft Copilot has its own Copilot. Together, Microsoft and OpenAI, now we're going to cover another fantastic partnership, right? Are pushing the boundaries of what's possible with artificial intelligence. From tools like ChatGPT to even more specialized solutions that are reshaping decision makings, data analysis, and productivity. This partnership with OpenAI, it's not just about creating advanced technologies. It's about making AI accessible, ethical, and secure. We are committed at Microsoft helping organizations to leverage the power of AI in ways that deliver real value. Let's move to the next slide and just cover quickly this partnership with OpenAI, Azure OpenAI and OpenAI, because I know because of the semantics, it may be a small confusion here with the naming of both companies. Microsoft, as some of you may know, has formed this partnership with OpenAI to collaborate on the development of artificial intelligence technologies. And as part of this partnership, Microsoft and OpenAI have agreed to work together on several key areas. Number one, developing AI technologies where new models and algorithms are generated on a daily basis with a focus on natural language processing, computer vision, and other areas of AI that we'll cover during this presentation. Building an AI computing platform, it's another area of focus for OpenAI and Azure OpenAI, as well as advancing AI research, right? Where the two companies will also collaborate on a range of different research projects aimed to advance technology. And of course, making AI more accessible, because we want this partnership to make AI more accessible to a wider range of not only developers, but also organizations. Let's see how many organizations are adopting right now AI. Yes, over 53,000 organizations, and it continues to grow, are adopting AI right now, and OnBoard is one of them, of course. Now let's see how this translates some of the benefits of implementing AI. Let's move to the next slide. Some of the benefits of implementing AI in your organization and can affect revenue. What you're seeing in this slide is for every dollar that your company invests in AI, we're seeing an average return of $3.5. And you ask, in the timeline, an average of 14 months, whether it is in cutting costs or improving decision making or enhancing customer collaboration. AI is showing real value at every level. You may ask how. AI-driven automation is reducing the time that is being spent on manual processes everywhere. Now your organization can focus more from menial tasks and meaningful tasks. Predictive analytics is also helping leaders make more informed decisions. While AI-enhanced communication tools that are embedded in, probably you've seen it, Teams, right, are driving collaboration and productivity within organization. But this is very particularly important for nonprofits, because by streamlining operations and optimizing resource allocation, AI can help nonprofit organizations to achieve more with less. The ROI, it's not just in theory. We've seen real-world examples on organizations achieving faster project turnarounds, increased donor engagement, more efficient campaigns, and all thanks to AI. So Alicia, you're talking about real-life examples. Tell us more. So The first one that you're seeing in your screen will be related to content generation. Now imagine to be able to quickly generate tailored communications for your donors or your supporters, or sending personalized newsletter to your board members, donor engagement messages, or even social media, right? Which sometimes is like takes me like long time to think what I want to post and get the right message to my right audience. Generative AI can help you create compelling narratives at scale. Another example that we're seeing, especially in the nonprofit sector, is helping with grant writing assistance, helping draft and refine the grant proposal to save time and effort. We also have code generation. I don't want to be too technical here, but I see a lot of help with developers, especially if you're developing custom application and managing websites as part of your nonprofit organization. GenAI can really help you automate some of these coding tasks, speeding up the development processes and the cycle, especially for teams that are smaller teams in organizations. This is really, really helpful. The other one where we've seen like real life example is in semantic search. What's semantic search? This one is very useful for all organizations managing very large volumes of data, or where you have data from transactional data from different systems, your ERP, your CRM, HR, right? And you need to get all these together, kind of like donor databases, impact report, right? So GenAI can understand the context behind your search queries, delivering more accurate and relevant results. And finally, summarization. We know how time-consuming it can be to go through reports, PDFs, PowerPoints, meeting minutes, or case studies. And GenAI can help you really to generate concise summaries of lengthy documents, helping board members like you stay informed without needing to dive into every single detail. So some real world examples in other industries, right, where AI might be used for ethical decision making in corporate governance. Another great example of AI being used in ethical decision making is corporate risk management and compliance. If we can advance to the next one, so we can see other example of process automation, improve customer experience, as I was telling you, right? Like generating the right content, summarization, build creative content. The board uses these insights to make informed decisions on how to handle specific risk areas. In this case, AI is not making the decisions independently, right? But this is a way of enhancing the board's capacity. Think about AI more of like a partner rather than the one who's making the decision, right? A partner, I heard an example is like, think about if it's like someone in some of the companies, you hire someone during like summertime, like an intern to help you. Now think about AI as an intern, like a colleague, a partner that can help you to enhance the board capacity, right? To make ethical decisions faster and more accurately. This approach will allow the boards to maintain its ethical responsibility to all stakeholders, ensuring that decisions are in line with the company values and minimizing risks and probably even reputational damage. By adopting AI in this way, the companies are not only strengthening the governance practice, but also reassuring the stakeholders that they are committed to ethical operations across all levels. And by the way, Tim will give us like a fantastic demo about a use case that OnBoard has prepared for you. But before we take a deeper dive in responsible AI, I want to just take a quick minute to talk about data governance and why it's important to secure data accountability. We all know that AI is powered by data. I live in Houston, Texas. So I'm just gonna make like a quick analogy. Think about AI as today's oil, in the sense that you need to, in order to maximize its value, you need to extract it, right? Refine it and transform it, right? So I wanna cover three basic principles, right, on artificial intelligence. The first one that you're seeing in your screen, AI. AI is simply the concept of machines being able to perform tasks that will normally require human intelligence. Machine learning, ML, it's a type of AI where machines can learn from historical data and improve their performance, like training on all your historical data that you have, right? And deep learning take this to a further step, right? Because now the machine learning not only is using data to improve their performance, to train, but now it's using neural networks, similarly to how our brain works, right, loosely, where deep learning is responsible for some of the more advanced AI applications, like now image recognition or large language models. Why this is important for you and for your boardroom? Because at every one of these stages, even if you're using like very basic AI tools or machine learning models or deep learning applications, you are interacting with data, right? We're all familiar with garbage in, yes, garbage out, right? So it's data, what it's fueling AI. So this is why it's so important, because this also means that at all times you might be vulnerable to attacks, whether if it's data breaches or the manipulation of your AI models, or even ethical concerns like bias. This is why we need to approach AI in a responsible way and with strong security measures in place. And seeing like the answer of the poll, this is also something that concerns some of you. The smarter that AI gets, the more targeted and sophisticated that these attacks can become. So let's explore this with another example that I have prepared for you. What you're seeing in the screen is like a very high level how deep learning models that I just talked to you about work. What's happening in what you're seeing in this image is a very basic model, right? In this case, it's asking questions. The input that it's receiving is images of cats and dogs, right? So the output that it's expected is to respond to a question. Is this a cat or is this a dog? Very simple, right? But first, what you're seeing, let me see if I can use the pointer. In the first, let me see if I can use the pointer here. Oh, no. Well, in the first side of the algorithm, what you're seeing here is like layers and layers and layers of models, right? Where the first one, it's asking you a question. Is this a line? Then it goes to the next model. Is this an eye? Eventually, it'll get to the final question. Is this a cat? Now, imagine if the model gets it right. Yeah, it is a cat. But then out of the sudden, it goes, oh, but wait a minute. It's a black cat. And as we all know, black cats are bad luck. So brace yourself for 7 years of misfortune. Oh, no. Now, of course, this is a dramatized example, but it illustrates the point. Imagine of AI system, instead of being objective, starting making bad decisions based on biased data or incorrect data. What if this model had been trained on data that unfairly associates certain characteristics like the color of a cat with negative outcomes? Now, out of a sudden, you have a system that is not just making bad predictions, but reinforcing harmful bias, which takes us to responsible AI. What is responsible AI and why? Why should we care? The goal of responsible AI is to address ethical concerns, as the one that I just described in an example, right? But translate that to real world, right? With AI, it's like bias, fairness, transparency, accountability, privacy, and safety. It emphasized the need to consider the broader societal implications of AI systems and to mitigate any potential risks or unintended consequences. Let's take a look at what we've seen in today's world. Let's move to the next slide, please. So I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, AI is no longer a futuristic concept. AI is here all around us for helping us with some suggestions to my list of music, to my next TV show. Those are algorithms, right, that are being trained and learning on information, on my past information, my taste to suggest, right, something predictive, right? From suggesting like the next movie, maybe, to also helping doctors diagnose illnesses faster. AI now is woven into the fabric of our everyday experiences. But as organizations realize the transformative power of AI, we are also seeing a rapid acceleration on its adoption. Businesses, as the ones like 53,000 companies that I show you, right, are leveraging AI to innovate and improve their operations. But as a result, our expectations as society are also evolving, because we don't want AI to only be powerful. We want AI to be ethical, transparent, and fair. So in response, our governments are also stepping up, introducing new regulations to ensure that AI serves public good and protects individuals, right? But AI is not a one size kind of like fits all kind of technology. AI is a constellation of tools and systems, each with its own potentials, a lot of great benefits that I covered with you, but also potential pitfalls, right? But this complexity brings unique challenges to organizations. We need to be proactive in addressing these challenges to make sure that AI is contributing positively to our society, so we can move towards a future where AI benefits everyone. So I covered a lot of the benefits of AI. But we have also identified some harms. So when GPT-4, right, remember the slide of OpenAI, came out, we brought together in Microsoft a group of experts, right, to test the technology and understand the potential and all of the benefits that we could find. But also, right, of course, we started also evaluating potential risks, right? And we find 4 major areas, right? That is what you're seeing in the screen. Hallucinations and errors. This happens when, to give you kind of like a quick example, imagine that you're asking ChatGPT, hey, help me out with a recipe, like a, cake recipe, right? Fantastic cake recipe for my daughter's birthday party. And among the ingredients, you see, egg, sugar, and a pinch of stardust. Even if it sounds, fantastic, it's not accurate. The system is hallucinating, producing unexpected answers. The other one, jailbreaks and prompt injection attacks. When you are tricking the system to give you an answer that it's probably harmful, like imagine it's like, give me a step on how I could rob a bank. I don't know. Right, so you're tricking the system to give you like a response that it's harmful. Harmful content of code. This is also code injection attacks in your data, right? At any one of all the stages where you're interacting with data, you can have one of these. And then manipulation and human-like behavior. When is it like ethical and transparent until why that AI is adopting human-like behavior? We have seen this growing at every time now with voice recognition and video images when they can use AI systems to mimic a person. So these are some of the 4 main harms that Microsoft has identified. But what is it that we are doing to minimize these attacks? We're going to cover that in the next slide. Because AI has the power to assist in making faster and better, most data-driven decisions, but without the proper oversight, it can lead to unintended consequences, like the ones I covered: biased outcomes, data privacy breaches. If AI is used in decision-making without transparency, fairness, accountability, it can affect the trust of your stakeholders for sure, right? So this is why it matters, right? Fairness. We want the stakeholders are expecting decisions that affect them to be impartial and free of bias. Transparency. People need to understand how decisions are made, especially when it relates to data. So asking the right questions, right? Where is my data coming? Like, where are we identifying the data that it's training our models, right? That fosters accountability. And accountability, of course, because we understand that all systems need to have accountability, right? Board members and organizations still remain responsible for AI-driven decisions. So Microsoft identified these 6 ethical considerations: fairness, reliability and safety, privacy and security, inclusiveness, transparency, and accountability. Let's go to the next one to see why it's important, especially in the boardroom. Because as board members, as I was telling you, we might not all be tech experts, but you as a board members definitely understand strategy and risk. So again, this is very important to ask the right questions when governing AI adoption. Is AI secure from cyber attacks? As a question, can we trust the data that it's analyzing? And are we ensuring that AI doesn't reinforce biases or is making unethical decisions? If you start addressing some of these questions, then you'll help to lay the foundation for responsible and security AI. I'm going to share with you 3 key steps to secure AI in the boardroom that are critical steps that boardrooms should focus on. The first one: assess your artificial intelligence impact. AI is not just a tool, it can affect organizations how day-to-day in their day-to-day operations, how you engage with stakeholders, and the security of your data. So by understanding the full impact, you can be more prepared to manage its challenges. The second one, of course, and it's something that you're all doing, especially by joining sessions like this one, you are staying informed. This is very important because regulations and compliance are evolving, right? New laws are coming on a daily basis almost, and we all want AI systems, as I said, to be safe, transparent, and non-discriminatory. And finally, yes, focus on ethics, because it's not enough to AI to be powerful and fantastic. We also need it to be accountable and transparent. So now I want to share with you what we at Microsoft are doing, because it sounds like a lot. Like, how can I make sure, is there a system, something that we can use today? Yes. In Microsoft, we have released the new state-of-the-art release system called Azure AI Content Safety. This helps organizations to provide an independent layer of protection. It is very easy to use. You start with some set of rule and you can enhance it. Azure AI Content Safety detects harmful user-generated and AI-generated content by using text and image APIs, right? So it can filter videos, images, and also text. So now organizations can deploy Azure AI Content Safety as an intelligent content safety filter on top of your layer of data as part of your application to comply with all these regulatory and maintain their intended environment for the end users. In the next slide, I'm not going to go like super technical, but I want to show you like at a very, very high level how this works, because it's like, you say, Alicia, that it's content safety, it gets on top. How will it filter my queries or my questions, my prompts, my inputs, my outputs? What you're seeing here in the screen is like a very high level interaction on a bot application or a AI assistant, right? Where you are interacting with it, right? And then the prompts that you're entering, it goes through the Azure OpenAI service endpoint, right? It filters your query with all the content safety rules that you have established, plus the ones that in Microsoft we have a suggestion. And then it returns a concern. It returns a concern that flags that concern as, hey, this is a point where your data might be biased on this specific scenario. So now you have a way of going back to your data, check where it's giving a unintended response and fix it or do something about it. Thanks, Michelle. And finally, I think like to address the question that I get asked more often, it's always I get asked this question is like, is Microsoft tampering with my data? Is Microsoft using my company's data, my questions to train their models? The answer is absolutely no. Microsoft runs on trust. And when we say your data is your data, we mean it. There's no way that we can use that we're using your models, your data to train our models. And the same goes for any fine tuning, right? Fine tuning of your data stays in your Azure tenant. When you use a RAG application, right, also known as a bot assistant, a AI assistant, right, RAG, a retrieval augmented generation application to ground your model, right, to refine it, make it more relevant to your customers. The model reasoning over the data to craft that output or the response, right? Is this a cat? Yes, no, yes. That data is not being used to retrain the model. This is one of the reasons why RAG is such a flexible architecture for building AI applications. And of course, all of your data and AI models are protected by Azure's comprehensive enterprise compliance and security controls. So with this, Michelle, I think it covers the part of responsible AI in the boardroom. We have prepared also some fantastic resources for you to get started. Continue to learn more about Azure Foundations, AI models, security, some learning models that we prepared for you. But now, I don't know about you, but I'm dying to see the real life example that Tim is going to present, but not before another question.
Yeah, Alicia, that was amazing. Talk about a master class. Thank you so much for sharing all of these great insights with us. Really great stuff. All right, everyone. We'd love to do another polling question at this point. We are curious about which boardroom activity you believe could benefit the most from AI. So let's go ahead and pull that up, and we'd love to get your thoughts on that. And I believe the options are meeting productivity and minutes automation, decision-making processes, data analysis and reporting, and secure communication and document sharing. So just give that quick moment's thought and plug your answers in, and we'll see where we net out. We'll just give it a minute here. And great, we have a clear winner here, meeting productivity and minutes automation with 77%. That is awesome. All right, at this point, Tim, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and I will let you pick it up from here.
All right, great. me present. Okay. Thank you, Michelle and Alicia. We are super excited about what we're doing from a platform perspective and how we're looking to transform governance. So this is how we're thinking about OnBoard as a whole, um, with the foundation on security and compliance and onboard AI powered by Microsoft Azure, OpenAI, everything that Alicia had talked about. Before we get into this, I want to ask Alicia, what is one area that you're really excited about related to the onboard Microsoft partnership and how we're leveraging what Microsoft is doing today?
The technical advancements with the focus on security. I think that I've seen many organizations like being in the forefront of like this AI trend, but I think it's very important that organizations like yours, same with OnBoard, that are taking really the conscious decisions of thinking about security, right? Security to secure the data, to secure your models, right? To take this responsible adoption of AI. And I'm super excited about the meeting minute like assistant because, oh my gosh, being in so many different meetings, having less time, really, I see AI as a partner. And I know that OnBoard's platform will allow us to do this.
That's great. Thanks for the feedback and insight. Appreciate it. So our goal is to use intelligence from security, integrations, analytics, AI, and support the experience. Within our experience, we have industry-specific solutions, and we're really excited about enabling our users with the ability to summarize and have the ability to augment and automate industry-specific workflows. What I'm going to walk through is some of the latest innovations. So Alicia mentioned automated minutes. We've got our intelligent assistant that we recently released, and all of this is powered by Microsoft behind the scenes. Intelligent assistant allows for summarization and providing insights from content and documents. It's a chatbot type experience, and there's a lot of investment going into this. We're really excited about the direction. Also, automated minutes. This is launching this month, and we're going to drill into each of these, and I'm going to show you a demo of how we've built both of these products. So the first is Intelligent Assistant. This is live today across OnBoard, and there's a few different ways that we enable this. We're able to summarize documents directly inside the product, and the way that we're able to display this is through the chatbot experience. So when you're in a doc in the agenda, when there are suggestions, the icon will pulse, and we're able to give the user some first-time education around what might be possible. You could summarize this document or identify key risks. And once we get into it, they can also interact. So asking questions, what are some challenges or what are some areas that we should focus on? And right now, this has context for a specific document or one board book. What we're looking to do is expand that to multiple documents and think about transcripts and all the content around not just one meeting, but multiple meetings. So we have the ability to recommend different ways to drill into the content, drill into documents, and then with suggestions as users are interacting with the bot. So being able to go deeper on summarization and really understand what's happening behind the scenes through context. So we enable the users with the ability to see what the assistant has access to. So trying to guide the user through the process. So this is available across all of OnBoard, and there's a lot of additional enhancements that we're looking to roll out over the next few months. So automated minutes is really exciting. We're really excited about what we have with automated minutes, and I'm going to walk through the workflow and some of the challenges that we're solving. So we know that creating minutes is a real, very manual process, and if a director misses a meeting, being able to go back and have the summary and be able to drill into specific actions and the detail is challenging. So what we've done with automated minutes is create the ability to record a meeting, summarize the meeting using transcripts, being able to take the summary and actually create minutes out of it, all aligned within a set agenda. So within our automated minutes, there's some basic setup. We have a Zoom and Teams integration, and when a meeting link is added, we will have a meeting bot that joins, and that meeting bot will record video, audio, and create the transcript. So once that is configured, you can see the Zoom recording is scheduled for this specific meeting. We can manage that recording, and once the meeting starts, our recording bot will join. So this is saving all of the data to OnBoard. We're not sharing it publicly. It's all secure. And the meeting bot joins. So if we're in Zoom or in Teams, you can see the onboard recording assistant joins the meeting, and it's recording behind the scenes. During the meeting, we have the ability to pause. So if there's a section or an agenda item where we don't want to record, you can pause that recording and start it again. And one thing to call out on the right-hand side, this is our new rich text editor. So the whole agenda is created here. And as we have a meeting summary and outline, we can add to the meeting agenda. We also have the ability to see attendance, so RSVPs and who has RSVP'd to the meeting. And as part of the transcript, once the meeting is finished and we end that recording, we're able to see who said what. So we have a full transcript and a video with per user attribution. And behind the scenes, we will have a full transcript created. And if a user wants to drill into, if you want to see specifically what was said, you can click on it on the text and then go directly to that section in the meeting. We'll auto-generate a meeting outline. So this is all of our AI behind the scenes. Based on the agenda, we're going to create the meeting outline, and this will show everything that was said in summary, any actions, motions, all of that will be outlined. And then if you hover over one specific area, we can copy that and create minutes by drag and drop over into the rich text editor. You can also drill into that and see exactly what was said in the meeting recording. So one thing to call out around magic minutes, this is really the power behind the scenes and what we're really excited about. Once we have the full transcript and we have the agenda, we can click magic minutes and we'll generate the minutes based on the agenda, notes, insights, and the full transcript. And then the minutes will be auto-generated, and everything that was said will be aligned to the agenda items. So this is the real value. This accelerates the meeting creation process, and we're really excited about building on this. This is something that we've been working on for a while, and really excited to launch this quarter. Once everything is wrapped, then you can publish minutes. You can also download a PDF. You can also go through and reset if you want to start over. We also will have the ability to delete and make sure that these recordings can be removed from the system if needed. So automated minutes is something that's launching now, and we do have a special offer, and we're going to drop the link into the chat. And if you're interested, connect with us. We do have something special for you if you want to connect, and somebody will follow up